Hello everyone. I changed the light to turn this way, so I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna just show my cat pajamas anyways. Do you guys like my cat pajamas? There's like cats on them. I don't know if you guys can see them. I hope you guys like them. Anyways, tier list. So I already made the tier list because if you really thought I was gonna do it on camera, I ain't doing all that. But I will go over it. So in S tier, first of all, I know people. Okay, first of all, I know people always skip to the end of the tier lists. So this is saving you guys the time, okay? Please don't skip. Please watch because it's better for watch time. If you skip, I'm going to be very sad. I know my analytics. I know you. I can see you, bro. I can see you skipping. Don't do it. In S tier, we have Urshifu Rapid, we have Raging Bolt, Torn, Amoonguss, Incin, Rilla, Flutter, Fire Pond. This is pretty self-explanatory. Like, that's an Urshifu. It does Urshifu things. It has close combat. It has Surging Strikes. It has so many sets it can run. It has Mystic Water. It's used on so many common teams. At Orlando, it got top 8 in every single team in Orlando, which is the last regional of the format. Urshifu is the best Pokemon in the format, pretty undisputedly. Like, it's Urshifu. It's crazy. It's cracked. Raging Bolt, another centerpiece of the format with the Calm Mind setup set. I made a video on this in the cards, as always. Check it out. Raging Bolt, broken. We've already been over this. Torn. Now, this might be a little bit of a strange pick. Why is Torn in S tier? Now, I'll tell you why. Also, the tiers are not ordered, but I will tell you why Torn is in S tier. Because Torn is such a good partner for so many pieces. It can do so much stuff. Like, it's good on the Toller team. I'm pretty sure it's on Crown Town. It's on Wolf Glick's Orlando team. There's just so much, like, splashability here for Torn. It really supports partners like Ursh. It can support partners like the Fire Pond. It can support partners like the Fluttermane. Torn, on the whole, is just a really great Pokemon that is very consistent. Except for Bleak Wind. That is not consistent because it misses. But then we have Amoonguss. Obviously, Amoonguss is popular. This is nothing new. It's Amoonguss. It's been good since Gen 5. It has Spore, it has the Pollen Puff, Sludge Bomb. It can hit the Terra Fairy Raging Bolts. It can put them to sleep. It can sit in front of Urshifu, sit in front of Rillaboom, Spore Flutter. Amoonguss's defensive typing is just so good, and it does so much amazing stuff, which is why it is here. Incin, another really strong Pokemon. It's Incineroar. We don't need to go over this again. Fake Out, Cycle, Calm Mind, Parting Shot. It doesn't have Calm Mind. Fake Out, Knockoff, Parting Shot. Incineroar is great. Rillaboom, kind of the same thing. Grassy Terrain, Terrain Control. U-Turn, Wood Hammer, Fake Out. It's just a good piece. It has a lot of tools. Fluttermane, same thing. Like Boost Energy, Specs. Again, Fluttermane Guide. I don't know if I can link in the cards. If I can, it'll be up there. But again, Fluttermane, great Pokemon. Ogerpon, another really great Pokemon. It's Ogerpon Fire. It just kills stuff. It's great. Before we go to A, I want to say, if this video is late, it's because I purposely did the dark cam for you guys, because I know that you guys seem to like it or think it's funny. I don't know if you guys are being sarcastic. I sure hope not, because it's a lot easier to record these videos in the day. But I decided to do it at 10:21 at night, and I need to get my video out within the next hour. The odds to do that, probably not very high. But you know what? We're going to try for you guys. So I hope you enjoy the dark cam. You better enjoy the dark cam. It better be worth it. Then I have Iron Crown in A tier. Obviously, Iron Crown part of the Iron Crown team. We're going to kind of blaze through this because I feel like this video is already going pretty long. 3 minutes. Okay, it's not so bad. But I feel like Iron Crown, yeah, Iron Crown is good. The reason I didn't put Fire Pond with, the reason I didn't put Water Pond with Fire Pond is because Water Pond just is not as consistent, or it's consistent, but it's not as good. Like, it's not as used. Fire Pond's on the common Raging Bolt balance teams. It's like a staple. Very few people have had success removing it, from my knowledge, while Water Pond is more so good on stuff like the Gouging Fire and stuff like, I think it's on some Crown Town, but I could be wrong. I think on the whole, Water Pond is just less used. It's still really good, just less used. Chiyu, is not consistent. It has Heat Wave, Snarl, Overheat. It can miss so often. It's very, very strong, but it's kind of limited to more hyper-offensive-y teams this format. I don't think anyone's really been using a Chiyu balance team, which is unfortunate because Chiyu is great, but it's just not, like, not as good as other things in S tier, but it still is very strong. It can hit a lot of pieces. It can do a lot of damage. Pow, same thing. Hits a lot of things, does a lot of damage. Very good for supporting the Ursh, very good for supporting the Incin and the Rilla to an extent, and the Fire Pond. More consistent than Chiyu because you can run Ice Spinner, but still not as commonly used as the Pokemon in S tier. Lando I feel like is, I think I put Lando in S tier and then moved it down. But the thing is with Lando is, like, yeah, it's good, but it's also so easily beatable. Like, you have that Ursh, you have that Water Pond that without Terra just kind of beat it. And you can make the argument that, oh, without Terra, like, Fluttermane beats Urshifu. Yes, but I feel like with Landorus, like, at least in my experience, I find it's a lot easier to get around to Landorus than it is in Urshifu. Like, to me, getting around Landorus just seems easier. just because it's not as bulky. It can't sit in front of there. Its defensive typing is good, not great. Sure, it can do a lot of damage. Sure, you can set it up right. Sure, it has a lot of potential, but I don't think it's as easy to get. Sorry, I don't think it's as hard to get around as something like the Bolt Balance, something like the Urshifu Rain. Regidrago, part of Crown Town. Regidrago is very, very good, but it's only really good on Crown Town. Like, it's a staple, but only really in that one team, which is why it's an A and not in S. You can make an argument for Regidrago in, like, high B. I think A is probably fine, probably lower A, and I don't know how I have it here, but I think on the whole, Regidrago is good. Dark Ursh, another really good Urshifu form, just not as used. Like, there's not, like, a lot of people prefer to have that Fire, Water, Grass core with Urshifu Incin, and obviously Dark Ursh is not Water type, because it's dark type, and I think as a whole its dark typing makes it kind of hurts it a little bit because it's not as splashable like the Water Ursh, but it still is very strong. Roaring Moon won the huge tournament. Only Jude can pilot that team well, so I don't know how I feel with that, but there's some more Roaring Moon teams I think that are popping around. On the whole, Roaring Moon strong but kind of harder to use. Dango, again, like just not on as many teams as Pokemon in S or in higher A. Entei been picking up, but there still is not really enough Entei usage to like justify putting it any higher, but I think Entei has a lot of potential. Porygon 2 is very popular in the P2 balance teams. Again, it's one team. Is it strong? Yes. Is it one team? Yes. Tinglu, Gouging Fire, these two are very commonly seen together. Elizabeth was using like a Clay Amulet one, but most of the time they're like AB or Citrus Berry or left over the Sand Tomb just to like stall. But I think on the whole, Tinglu is a good Pokemon. I think that is just, again, only on that one team, which is a lot of the problem with a lot of Pokemon A tier. The Ursalunas, again, they're kind of like slow, so they really only function on like one kind of team, which is the Trick Room team. So whether that's Frigoraph Trick Room or P2 Trick Room, depends on the Ursaluna form, but for the most part, they really only are good on one team. Glamora, same thing, Hyper Offense, it can miss, but it's only good on one team. Kingambit, again, same thing, good with Gouging. You can make an argument for using Kingambit on other teams, but even then, I still don't think it's as commonly used as the Pokemon in S. Like, I would think I would put Lando in S before I'd put Kingambit in S. Dragonite, it's good. It was really good in Reg F, or Reg H, but it's kind of washed. I mean, it has the Scale Shot Howl on the one team with Gouging, but I think it's just not as consistent as it was before. Arcanine, okay, this is kind of a hot take. Hark being this high is kind of surprising. I think Hark is really good. It's good on the Snow team, but I think Hark has a lot of potential in this format. This is my sleeper pick. I think, maybe I'm biased because it's my mascot, but I think it's really, really good. I think that Hark has a lot of potential. I think there's a lot of ways you can run it. I think its typing is good. I think its move pool is good. I think its stats are good. I think Hark being this high is maybe a little higher. Maybe it should be high B tier, but I would personally put it here because I think it's really good. Torkoal, great on Hard Trick Room. Hatterene, great on Hard Trick Room. Frigoraph, good for soft Trick Room. I guess that's what it's called. Okay, B tier, even faster because what are we at? 8 minutes, yeah, okay, let's wrap this up. Okay, B tier, Dozo Tatsugiri, again, like one team, one trick wonder. They're good, but not great. Archaludon, only really good on Rain. Brute Bonnet, good on Sun, that's about it. Indeedee, good on Hot Trick Room, good on Crown Town. You could make an argument for Indeedee in A, but I think Indeedee in B is here because it's only really used for Psychic Terrain. I'm sure if something else got Psychic Terrain, it would probably be used instead. Heatran is potential, but not really used too often. Same with Walking Wake. Ninetales is good on Snow, but like again, you could probably make an argument for Ninetales in A, but I think Ninetales is not the piece that's making Snow good, and I also think Snow is kind of a gimmicky team personally. Sinistcha, good on the Elizabeth stuff, I'm pretty sure has it, but again, gimmicky. Only works on one team. Same with Okidogi, gimmicky only works on one team. I have Archaludon twice. Archaludon can go out of here. Rock Pawn, consistent, it's good, but it's not really as popular as the other two. Most of the time in this format, you're going to be wanting to use the other two, so the fact that it's just not as conventional is here. Same with the green one. Articuno, I think Articuno Snow is a gimmick. I think it just don't go in A, but I think it's a gimmick, so that's why I put it in B. Because you're just hoping to freeze your opponent. Yeah, good damage, but at the end of the day, you're just spamming hoping for a freeze. Basic Legion only good on Rain, and even then it's not always used. Sinistcha I have twice, so it's getting out of here. Wo-Chen, it's good on some teams, more of a gimmick, same with Gyaptos, gimmick. Pelly is only really good on Rain, and even then we have Torn for that, so it's not even that good. Smeargle, good on Hot Trick Room, good on some setup teams. I think Smeargle is, again, a gimmick Pokemon, and maybe not as consistent as it was before. Corviknight did well in Orlando, top 8, I think Aaron Brock used it. I've seen some bulk up Corviknights on ladder. I think it's really cool. I think it has potential, but you could make the argument for that going in C tier. Annihilate, same thing with Corv. I've seen it. People have been trying it. I don't know if it's good, but it has potential. Grim, you can make an argument for like higher B tier. I think Grim is strong. I think screens are nice. I think Reflect is nice. I think Thunder Wave is nice, but I think Grim is just not as good as people need it to be right now, especially with how much damage is going around, like with the Dango, and the King Gambit, the Ursh, like the Bolt Balance, you just can't do enough. Bax, this might be another sleeper. You can make an argument for Bax and C. I think Bax is really good setup. You have Icicle Spear, you have Ice Shard, you have Scale Shot, Glaive Rush, Swords Dance, so much stuff you can do. Iron Bundle here too, because it's just not as conventionally used. Has potential, but it's not great. C tier, stuff that is good or gimmicky that may work, may not. Screamtail, obviously Zach Weed using it to top 8 Orlando. Screamtail is good. I like Screamtail a lot. I don't know how good it is. No one's really found success using it opposed to that one team, even then that one team is suboptimal. Iron Hands fell off, like it won Worlds in 24, but I think Iron Hands is just not as good as people need it to be right now. It just does not do enough. It doesn't do enough damage with all the Intimidate running around. With the Moongaze and Trick Room, Iron Hands is not having a good time. I've seen some clear amulet ones, but I don't know. Arm Rouge, same thing. Hard Trick Room, but arguably worse. Tyranitar, Sand, but like who's using Sand right now? Potential, but not great. Latias was good early with the Calm Mind sets, but I think Calm Mind Bolt's kind of taken over. Gallade only good on Hot Trick Room. Muck is good for Muck Smeargle, but that's lame as hell. Iron Boulder, no one's really using, but it has potential. Dusclops was good on like a Brick Break. You Brick Break your own Ursaluna, activate Weakness Policy and Trick Room, kill stuff. It's a great support Pokemon. I don't know if it's really great right now. Whimsicott, same thing. Torrent is mostly better in this format. Cresselia just does not do enough, not bulky enough anymore. Typing is not there. Lunar Blessing, good. That's really all it has. Lilligant, good with Torkoal, but not on every team. Bulk, good on some balanced teams. Good for Quiver Dance, but it's maybe not the most consistent piece in the world. Sneasler, good, but it's just annoying. I don't like Sneasler. I've seen enough of this thing. It can go not bulky enough to really stay around. And Garganacl, it's not that good, but it's a gimmick. It can kind of work. So that's it for my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys like my Cap Pajamas in the Dark Cam. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.